Very friendly bee, Erica. I don't think it's fair that you're. There was a bee that just showed up, and Erica goes, "Hey, go away, bee."
Yeah, the bee was like a friendly Vermont bee, and yeah.
That's not a New York bee.
It's not a New York bee. By the way, you guys know how I was telling you guys, like, yeah, if you guys. Okay, that did not make sense.
This mic is not really a great one, so you gotta talk like that way.
So, I always say that if you want to buy something as a souvenir, buy something that is made by the state that is locally made. Look at this. Maple syrup. Vermont maple syrup made by Danny and Joanne Birch in Reedsboro, Vermont. So I bought a small one, I bought a big one. Big one giving away, small ones for me. So, yeah. See? Grade A amber. I don't know what grade A amber is.
Everybody has a Ford F-150 or a Dodge Ram or a Chevy Silverado here. I'm scared, Erica. I'm scared of Silverados, and you know why?
So I have Massachusetts maple syrup, and I got Vermont maple syrup, and we'll see how this turns out. I never tried Massachusetts maple syrup, but I hear wonderful things about Vermont maple syrup. So we will see how that is. And again, if you guys are traveling, support local businesses, small businesses. They're really the backbone of a community, and I really do think it's worth spending the money to buy something that, you know, it's like you see it has like the person's name on the back. I really want to tap a maple syrup tree if I could.
Erica, enjoy the air here, because it's going to be a while before you get this air again.
Yeah. So we went to Reedsboro Grocer, I believe that was the name of it. Oh my goodness. Little fail, what was the name? Reedsboro General Store. Oh, the person inside was such a sweetheart. They said that they used to live in Brooklyn, yeah?
Yeah, he used to live in Brooklyn and be in the art scene and everything, but the people there were just, "Hi, how are you? How's your day?"
So nice.
Yeah, exactly what happens when you go to Lincoln Market or Whole Foods or Trader Joe's or the deli.
They were so chatty and everything. And he actually said, "Do you want a complimentary donut?" And believe it or not, I actually turned it down. I turned down the donut.
Rude.
Huh?
So rude. No, but when you walk into the bodega on the corner, what do you usually hear? You hear someone threatening the person behind the counter because something is 10 cents or 5 cents more than he thought it should be. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna screw you up," and blah blah blah. You would never in a million years see that. Maybe you would. Granted, this is literally one interaction, but I just don't get the feeling that that's how it would go here.
Yeah. I just been so sugared out. I was like, normally I would not pass on a donut, but right now.
You never pass on a
I know, but I'm just kind of like, thinking like, man, I've been eating a lot of sugar and stuff. I just had a sugary shake thing too, so I was like, nah, it's okay. But that was a really sweet gesture, honestly. Now, if it was a chocolate chip cookie, I'm just kidding. Oh, by the way, I think my cookie crumble still. I think it fell down.
Where would it fall?
No, it fell like upside down, so it's probably like maybe it's right side up. Who knows? But that sounded like my crumble cookie from like 2 days ago. Some people think that I eat tons of cookies. I actually don't. I don't. I portion control. So that one cookie, for instance, I've had it for 2 days already, and I'm still not done eating the cookie.
If you make a wrong right over here, you go into the ditch in the lake.
Wow.
Be very careful. Narrow, windy road, no guardrail. You just go straight into that ditch.
At least you'd be in Vermont.
Yeah, Erica, you drunk.
Not sure.
What gets your car out of that ditch if you fall in it?
AAA?
You know somebody has to have fallen in that, because there's no public transportation here, and if you want to get drunk, well, you drive to the bar, and then how do you get home? You drive home. So there's been a car in that ditch before.
Yeah.
That's the one thing about cities. Like in New York, if you want to go to a bar and get wasted, there are many, many ways to easily get home. Here, I would be in that ditch. Which I probably wouldn't be because I don't drive drunk. I've never driven drunk. Because I like my life. There were people that were offering me a drink at the at the meetup I did in Boston at that petroleum place, and it's like, no, it's just one drink. It's like, nope.
Yeah, you guys got to see how he drinks alcohol. He doesn't just sip it. He goes like that. He just like chugs it down.
There is no such thing with my genes and family history that I'm having just one That's good. That's never gonna happen. That's gonna turn into like a no.
Didn't you say like you felt like you weren't related to your dad, but it actually you are related to him because you guys drink the same?
That's one way to put it.
Right.
But yeah, I am not gonna. I'm not touching that with a 6-foot pole. No. Welcome to the town of Whittingham, Vermont.
Ooh.
Look, Eric, it's an Amish barn raising over there.
So I have one soap, 2 maple syrups. I want to fill up on other things, but I think Vermont is just full of really maple syrup and maybe pickles or something.
Pickles?
Pickles, yeah, they had pickles at that general store. But I thought, our cat sitter might not like pickles, so I didn't want to get pickles. Yeah, so Oreo, Blackberry, and Mr. Clinton have a cat sitter. And yeah, we're being kept in good company. I did leave a memo. I said, yeah, don't be fooled by Oreo. Oreo's gonna try to make you think like he hasn't got fed in 20 days and we purposely underfeed him. His body says otherwise. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mr. Clinton is bigger than Oreo.
Oreo eats more than Clinton. Did you guys know that?
Mr. Clinton has more muscle than... But you notice Mr. Clinton exercises? When does Oreo exercise?
He wakes up, he stretches, he goes to the food bowl, and then he has to poop, and then he goes to sleep, and then repeat the cycle.
You notice what Mr. Clinton does? He runs back and forth. He just sprints.
Yeah.
And then he breaks your things. And then he has to escape after he's broken your things because you're going to chase him or be mad at him, so he knows he has to hide.
I know. Oreo doesn't have to really put that much effort to hide. You know what he does? He just walks in the closet and goes to sleep. And I'm like, where'd Oreo go? Oreo! Oreo! Handsome!
This is a really, really important road to pay attention on because if you don't, you will end up... in a ditch, yes. I don't want to test.
Now I understand why you asked me how to open the door if the thing is shut or something, if there's some kind of error. I understand now why.
Yeah.
You're like, Erica, you need to know how to open the door.
I showed her how to do the emergency door opening.
Yeah, I also have an umbrella, something like that, if anything. So, I think I'll be okay.
I do need to get something to break the glass with for when there is a crash.
Yeah, you got something.
What?
An umbrella.
No, that's not good enough. You need one of those little hammers.
Yeah.
But that makes sure that it breaks it outwards, not inwards. You don't want all the glass to fall on you. How much does
it cost to replace a Tesla windshield? $1,000 or so, right?
$1,000 or $1,500 at Tesla, $4,000 or $5,000 at a approved body shop.
Oh, really? Oh, I was gonna say if it's $1,000, that's like freaking nothing. That's cheap as hell. And I say that's cheap as hell because if you know the body work repairs for a Tesla, $1,000 is
It's no such thing. They don't do it. They just total the car.
Yeah.
If you go to a Tesla authorized body shop, they total the car. It's
too expensive.
If insurance is paying for it, then fine. But still, it's a waste. Like, I want to know where my old car is. I'm very curious. Rich Rebuild should have my old car. I want to drive my old car to Rich. Uncle Rich. Have him fix it.
He's gonna spot it a mile away because it's missing the hood.
Huh?
It's missing the hood.
What about it?
The front is gone.
No, he'll just buy another one. They have used ones online.
So we see clotheslines over here. It's kind of nice.
This is beautiful. This looks like a place that you live, honestly. Look at it. Look at all the cutesy stuff everywhere. Speed limit 30 miles an hour. Okay, so we slow down a little bit. Look, that's a truck over there. But it's carrying something. It's not like all those other pickup trucks that are just to make up for small penises. I like seeing pickup trucks carry and haul shit. That's what I like. Haul stuff, carry stuff, have a trailer. Have a construction business or something.
Ooh, look at that. What do you think the crime is here?
Stupid low, if I were to guess. Because there's no people, who's going to commit the crime? You have one house every half a mile or so.
Yeah, that's true.
And look at all the American flags. How could someone who puts up this many American flags ever commit a crime?
Sure.
Look at this. You have a flag like it's
a Vermont thing.
No, you have a flag every 6 feet. You know how much guilt you're putting into somebody who actually commits a crime? So it's like George Washington is watching you. He's going to be so disappointed.
So this place has no state income tax?
No. New Hampshire has no state income tax. Vermont has state income tax.
Is it Vermont, New Hampshire?
No, Vermont is next to New Hampshire.
Oh.
Vermont's a different state. Vermont has Bernie Sanders. Are you kidding? Vermont has Bernie Sanders as a senator. There's no way they have no state that they don't have a state income tax.
Oh man, let me check.
Bernie Sanders would fucking resign if he was in a state that didn't have an income tax.
I always thought Vermont was New Hampshire. I'm sorry, people of Vermont and New Hampshire.
Erica's third grade geography teacher has entered the chat.
I thought it was like Vermont, New Hampshire.
Now we know what kind of social studies teachers they have in Hawaii. Man.
I always thought Vermont was in New Hampshire.
You got Maine at the top.
Yeah, I know.
Under it, you got Vermont and New Hampshire.
Okay.
Under that, you got Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Connecticut. Otherwise known as Connecticut, but I prefer Connecticut.
Yeah, I used to be very good at my 50 states when I was like a little kid. But then, obviously, I stopped memorizing it. Someone's gonna be like, we're gonna download all her videos because she said Vermont is New Hampshire. I'm offended!
The New Hampshire people that don't want to have to pay a state income tax are gonna be offended too.
But Vermont is very beautiful. Very, very gorgeous.
It's a fucking beautiful
I just
state.
wish I saw more.
Good job.
I just wish I saw more Ben and Jerry's.
How much pollution have you seen, Erica?
Zero.
How much pollution? Exactly.
I've seen no trash tumbleweeds here.
There is
none.
We have none. Outside the general store, nothing. No pollution here. Nice job, people who live in Vermont. Seriously. No sarcasm. That's good shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
So fun.
Okay.
But yeah, the trees are beautiful here. So peaceful.
Vermont.
But here's a dumb question. I'll ask it anyway. Where's the hospitals? I mean, like.
You don't have any.
No, you have to have hospitals.
There's no hospital. But they don't need hospitals because they don't have COVID.
Because I'm looking left and right.
How many COVID?
Trees on trees on trees.
Remember the sign saying like you have to wear a mask while you're fucking eating in Massachusetts? Like have a mask while you're seated at the fucking restaurant. Here, you go to the general store and there were no masks. Do you know why they have no masks?
No, they were selling masks.
I didn't see any.
No,
How many people were wearing a mask then? None.
Nobody.
You know why?
Well, there was one, me.
But there was no. Yeah, because you're.
Hey.
You're an obedient little troll. There's no mask because they don't have COVID here. Because they have no COVID here, they don't need any hospitals.
The trees absorb all the COVID.
The trees probably absorb all the COVID. Susan W, that's a joke. Don't mark me as COVID disinformation.
Okay.
That's a joke. You freaking man. Look at this road.
Look at this.
Look at this beautiful, wide open road. This is gorgeous.
So beautiful.
Absolutely gorgeous. My God.
I think that was a maple tree down there.
Look at this. That's private property, isn't it?
Yeah, it's on private property.
So I can't run through there. I'll get shot.
Where's the cows or something? I don't see anybody.
Whoa!
Oh, there's some horses. Horses, yeah.
Look, there's a horse. It's a gray horse.
I know.
Whoa. I want to see another horse.
I see horses.
Look, he has a doggy. I wonder if his doggy herds the horse.
No, it's a German Shepherd.
He has a GMC truck.
He's like, Dad, what's
He has a GMC truck and a Toyota truck. That's double truck. Like, what do they do there on that place? I mean, they have one horse.
Yeah.
There's no pigs, there's no cows, there's no crops. Like, what do you do with all that land? Is it for entertainment? Is that a racehorse?
Maybe they have cows or some livestock, but they're just indoors. Who knows?
What, there's a shutdown order? There's a lockdown order?
I don't know.
All the livestock must remain indoors?
I don't know. Maybe I was more COVID mask. I was telling Lewis, because Blackberry licks me in the morning. And sometimes, I'm gonna put a little blue face mask on her. And feel like, 6 feet Blackberry. Oreo, he can be as close as he wants, but Blackberry with her tongue, 6 feet. So I guess people just kind of kick back at home here. If I was to guess.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe they build things. They have arts and crafts hobbies.
Yeah.
They visit their friends. They talk. They hang out. They fix motherboards.
What?
They drink.
Fix motherboards.
Have orgies. I don't know. I don't know what you do in this town. Then again, I don't know what you do in New York City. Like, I don't do any of the things that you're supposed to have fun doing. I don't go to bars. I don't go to bars. I don't want an STD. I don't go to bars. I don't, go to any sort of artistic get-together parties because I don't, go over to your friend's house and smoke.
Oh my God! Look at Tate.
It's a fucking John Deere.
Hey, Bill.
Is that a John Deere? Looks like a John Deere.
That's so cool. I've never actually seen one in person.
Maybe that's what
I
you
saw
do
it on
here.
TV.
Look at that tree. It's 3 different colors.
Yeah.
I love it. And there were some nice purple flowers over here. See the purple flowers?
Yeah, I saw those.
How many people do you think get hit going to their mailbox since the mailbox is so close to the road?
But they have one car coming every 20 minutes, so they can probably time it right.
Also, like, does the mail truck have to stop to deliver the mail to each one of
I
these
guess
boxes?
so, yeah.
Man, this is gorgeous.
Now, the only scary thing is that there's a serial killer here, because you would not know where your serial killer is, because there's so many trees. He could live in there and be like,
Speaking of serial killers.
you know.
Now turn left onto Vermont Route 100 South.
Stop sign. Okay. Do I see anybody there? No.
Ride or walk the Hungry Line bike tour, yeah.
Do I see anybody there? I do. Actually, he's making a left right, so I can go.
Yeah, you can go.
But what if he accidentally put his turn signal on? Because sometimes people have their turn signal on accidentally, and they don't, and then they wind up just going straight. Remember that lady when we were going to Long Island? She had her turn signal on, and she left it on, and she was looking at her phone, like she was going below the speed limit, looking at her phone with her turn signal on. I never trust that just because you have the signal on, you're actually gonna go. So I would assume in that such scenario that you're not actually turning, because if I don't and you then you smash me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, so that person from that county store, they actually recognized Lewis. They're like, "Aren't you the guy on YouTube?" And I was like,
We're in a town that probably has a population of 8 people and someone recognized me.
"Yeah,
That's crazy. It's craziness.
yeah, you know." There's not too many people who look like you. Versus me, you put me in Chinatown, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, y'all look the same."
No, that's not true.
It's true.
All Chinese people don't look the same.
What kind of looks like? There's actually some people who look very similar to me. True story. But yeah, you have a very distinctive look. Hey, do you know if Eli, the computer guy, got recognized when he was doing his road trip?
Yeah, he said he got recognized when he was going through India.
Going through where?
India.
India.
People recognize him everywhere. They go, "Oh my God, you're Eli, the computer guy."
Really?
Yeah. He mentioned that regularly.
That's cool. I was gonna say, wow.
What a beautiful day.
In the neighborhood.
So, all it takes for the electricity to go out for the entire town is one of these poles to fall. That probably happens a lot. If you crash into that, does the city charge you for the maintenance to put it back up? How does that
I
work?
think it's your tax dollars. Oh, by the way, tell people about the cell phone tower thing.
No, in the last town, I said that on my community post in the main channel.
Okay.
Yeah, in the last town, there were 2 or 3 houses where they had signs saying no cell phone tower here. So you already have DSL. You're already stuck with 128 kilobit per second. I was, sitting pretty. I had 167 kilobit per second up. That's not usual in an area where you only get provision of, like, I think 128 or something. And they're saying they don't want cell phone towers, which is total stupidity. Okay, so you have one ugly tower. You have one ugly tower. Who gives a shit? How low do you want your property values in your town to be when nobody can do business here?
They don't care about their property values. They're just gonna inherit it and give it to their family member or something. I don't know. Most likely.
In 1 mile, turn right onto Vermont Route 9 East.
I think they like the remoteness of it. Because can you imagine if you have like a good internet and good cell phone coverage, you can get distracted. You can't live a, thorough kind of lifestyle.
Yeah, I guess maybe that's the point. They don't care about property value. They're coming up here to escape normal life, and they don't want normal life brought up here. But then, while you're at it, get rid of all these ugly electrical lines and all these poles.
They don't want to start having to, burn wood just to generate heat and things like that.
No. We're gonna get rid of the cell phone towers. We're gonna get rid of everything.
And the telephone poles too. And see, electricity's up in front, telephone lines, that sort of stuff. Oh, very, very
The
important.
NIMBY people. Never trust the NIMBYs,
Oh,
Erica.
what is this? But yeah, people in Vermont, very old school, old neighborhood kind of thing.
That wasn't Vermont. That was Massachusetts.
No, here, Vermont, in the general store.
That sign was in Pittsfield.
Now turn right onto Vermont Route 9 East.
Coffee, food, antiques. Oh, something tells me Paul would love it here.
Paul loves Vermont. Every time he goes up here for
Antiques,
vacation.
He loves antiques.
Every time he comes up here for vacation, he loves it.
How does he get here? Drive?
Yeah, he drives.
Marlboro.
He'll stay at an
Holy crap!
Airbnb.
There's a place called Marlboro. That's after the cigarette place, yeah. Marlboro cities. The Art of Humor Gallery next left. Oh, they're selling real estate. Sotheby's. Sounds like Spain. I wonder how it would be if you had a store here.
You kidding?
What? I mean, your walk-in would be kind of non-existent.
There would be zero walking at all.
I mean, you got maybe 10 people. But I don't know. I feel like if you live over here, you'd be like, where'd Paul go? Paul would be hitting up all the antique stores.
Mail-in business would be rocking from up here.
Yeah, you could have a place like that one, the blue, you could have an old farmhouse renovated into a mail-in depot. Right? That'd be kind of cute. Like a farmhouse. Yeah. Big, kind of sturdy. And then, yeah, if you had that, you could also have Oreo be your shop cat as well. He could sit next to Steve's desk, which would be amazing. You know what you should have done? You should have brought all 3 cats over to the store instead. How do you think that would have gone, huh?
Badly.
Why?
They fight with each other.
Clinton? They don't fight with each other.
Being in a new space.
I don't know. Oreo was okay being in the new space. Was he not? Then you would wonder, actually, if Clinton jumped out, that would be terrible. Oreo would not run out of the front door. Blackberry wouldn't either, most likely. But Oreo, Clinton maybe. I wonder how Oreo would be. tasting signature bottles. Oh, it's a distillery.
Yeah. Would you mind driving the rest of the way so I could sample something? No fun.
What are you gonna sample?
Okay, Erica, we're stopping here for a moment. Head-in parking only.
Yeah, you gotta hit it. Oh, how beautiful. Are those apples? Oh my goodness, I think those are apples down there.
All right,
I'm gonna grab that.
turning this off for a moment. See you soon.